Hello again, my name's John. I'm a retired cook from the northeast of England in the UK, and welcome to another one of my cake videos. In this one I'll be demonstrating how we make this very easy to do jam and coconut cake. Instead of using butter, I'll be using sunflower oil, which gives the cake extra lightness and moisture. And here's a list of the ingredients if you fancy having a go at making it yourself. There'll also be an ingredients list in the description box below the video. Right, I'll start by greasing and flouring a 900 gram, that's a 2-pound loaf tin as shown. And if you need them, the tin dimensions are on screen too. And I'm using a little lard to grease mine, but you can use butter or oil. But in my experience, lard is the best and the cheapest to use. Time to preheat the oven to 170 degrees Celsius, that's 338 Fahrenheit or gas mark 4. I'm setting mine to 150 Celsius as my oven's fan assisted and it runs about 20 degrees hotter than indicated on the dial. Now this part couldn't be easier. You basically get it into a bowl and whisk it all together. I remember my old boss used to say you can do this sponge in your sleep with one hand behind your back. But for the sake of thoroughness, I'll go through each ingredient as it goes in. Right, that's the eggs and the oil in. I'm using sunflower oil, but you can use vegetable oil. Next is the sugar. Then my homemade vanilla extract. And I'll leave a link in the description box below on how to make it. Desiccated coconut and the salt. If you don't like coconut, just add something else like raisins and sultanas or some lemon zest, or just leave it as a plain vanilla cake. It's up to you. Experiment. Okay, now finally add the baking powder and the self-raising flour. Now if you're using plain or all-purpose flour, you'll need to add an additional 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. That will be 2.5 teaspoons in total. And make sure you use baking powder and not baking soda. Now the finished batter will look a bit runnier than ordinary cake batter, but don't be concerned, it's supposed to be. This truly is a foolproof recipe, as long as you get your quantities correct. And the best way to do that is use digital kitchen scales, but use grams. And once you give it a good mix, that's it. Now get it into the greased and floured loaf tin. And there you go. How easy was that? It actually took longer to measure out the ingredients. All you have to do now is get it into the preheated oven that's set to 170 Celsius, that's 338 Fahrenheit or gas mark 4, and set your timer for 50 minutes. Once the time's up, check it with the cocktail stick. If it comes out clean, the cake's done. If it's still a bit sticky, just give it another 5 minutes. Now mine's done, so I'll take it out of the oven and let it rest and cool on a wire rack for 10 minutes before attempting to take it out of the tin. Okay, time to take it out of the loaf tin. If it's a bit reluctant to come out, just carefully run a thin bladed knife around the edges of the tin. But if you've greased and floured the tin well, it should come out no bother, as mine has done. All I need to do now is give the top of the cake a good generous coat of my homemade strawberry jam. I'll also leave a link in the description box on how I make the jam. and sprinkle some more of that good quality desiccated coconut over the top. Now I'll cut a couple of slices off and do a little taste test. And as you can see, it's a fantastically moist, light sponge. It has a wonderful close crumb and it smells absolutely delicious. And here we go. It has a great texture with the coconut being in there, and that great vanilla aftertaste is amazing. We make big slabs of these at work, cut it into squares and serve it with custard. It's always been a very popular dessert, and that's why I thought it would be a good idea to adjust the recipe so you can make this at home. And I hope you agree, this one definitely gets a thumbs up. Well, thank you again for watching. Please like, share, comment and subscribe by hitting the circle above. If you do subscribe, activate the bell icon next to the subscribe button on my channel page. And by doing that, you'll be automatically notified every time I upload a new video. And in the meantime, here's a few of my other videos and playlists that you may want to watch. So, until the next time, be safe in the kitchen and bye for now.